everyone, I'm Holly and I am the maker and doer of all the things here at Missouri River Soap. And in this video today, I have a package from Nurture Handmade. And I thought that I would unbox it so you could see all the fun goodies that I bought in this order. This video is not sponsored. This is my actual order, and I am excited to sniff a new fragrance oil that I purchased as well. I have some new micas in here. I'm restocking some micas. Now, I am an affiliate with Nurture Handmade, so if you shop using my link, then I will get a little bit, it's just teeny tiny, a little bit of income from that. But otherwise, this is just my purchase. We've had no communications on doing a video, etc. This is just me doing my thing. So I was actually quite surprised that the box was so small because I thought I did order a lot more than this. But it is what it is, so we'll see what I ended up doing. And we've got my fragrances here. Have some micas here and some micas here, and then it looks like I got a sample of a soap scent. Let me see. The mica is baby blue, and the fragrance used is pheromone. I don't know. I don't know. That card is so pretty though. Look at that. I love that. Alright, let's see. This is just a cutesy little. I don't really get a lot of scent. It is very strong in here, and so a lot of times I have to take my scents outside if they're not concentrated. Let's start with the fragrance oils. I picked up a couple of fragrances. One is a new one, and then one is one that I quite like, and that is their sugared strawberry, and it smells so amazing. I use it in blends, and so I just have a smaller bottle. I'm trying to be very cautious, of course, with buying supplies because this time of year we can go crazy buying supplies and then they sit on the shelf. So I'm trying not to buy so much that something sits on the shelf. So this one is berry and balsam. And I was just looking for a new holiday scent. I'm going to be bringing back mostly scents that everybody know and love from me, but I'm going to have some new ones. All right, here we go. That's very nice. So this says that it has no acceleration and no discoloration. I'm using a new scent for my Holly Jolly this year, and I'm kind of hoping that this one will be the one. So I put it on a fragrance blotter. It smells very nice. It is very, I do get the berry. Sometimes I get scents and they say they're strong on the berry and then nothing happens in the berry department. That's a very pretty scent. That's very unique. In here, I'm getting some bubblegum notes. I'm going to have to take that outside because I highly doubt there's bubblegum notes. Alright, so let's start in with this one. That one's new. Not new. 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 And they may be new, but for me right now, but I've probably used them before. I have been purchasing almost exclusively from Nurture for many years. Probably since they started, actually. Alright, so one thing I wanted to get was some more shimmer gold. I do use a lot of this shimmer gold during the holiday season. I was going to try to show you guys some stuff without making a big mess. It is one of my favorites, and I do use a lot of it. So I got the 4-ounce jar of that. I needed to restock Purple Vibrance. It is my main purple. It is a must have for me. Isn't that pretty? Kind of have to hide. And then I was also restocking yellow vibrants. It is one of my must-haves. I've had this one for ages and ages as well. It's so good. Alright, wonder if there's any other restocks. Yes. Maybe we'll go through those first and then the new ones. So into this one. That one's newish. I'm really picking up the balsam currently. It smells so good. It's just sitting over here smelling amazing. Oh, you're new. You're new. You are not new. I tend to get the big containers of my main ones because I tend to mix them a lot. And then I get the smaller ones just because I don't go through them as quickly. So for some restocks, now this one I do usually get in a huge container and I just wasn't feeling it today or this time. But this is Honey Blush. And this is what I use for the sand in my Sunny Beaches soap. And it also goes into my Honey Bear soap. So good. We have a Rose Pink. Definitely one of my favorite pinks. Absolutely. I love this one. Look how just beautiful it is. That's so good. And then we have for another pink, Lollipop. And I just love mixing these colors. I just get so many fun new colors when I mix colors, but these are definitely my base ones. So Fantasia Purple. Also absolutely spectacular. It's a little bit more darker blue toned, darker and bluer toned than the Purple Vibrance. So now for the new ones. Oh, I'm so excited to look at these. Again, they're new for me right now, but I believe I've used them all in the past. So we have Purple Haze. And let's see what this one looks like. It's very pretty. I'm going to get the Purple Vibrant, so we're going to see how that compares. It's got a hint more of a berry, but they're pretty much the same. I mean, I wouldn't see that as being a huge difference. Now, as I move it and shimmer it, the Fantasia has a little, or Purple Haze, has a little bit of a pink. Holy moly. So good. The Purple Haze does have just a little bit of like a pinky tone in its shimmer. I got Berry Twist just because it looked so pretty. I'm pretty sure I've used it before, but that's gorgeous. I probably could make something along those lines. It's got some similar tones to Lollipop as far as kind of like that silvery. It kind of is like a silvery like shimmer. So mixing that with a hint of blue would get a similar color. Also, did you know that Nurture Handmade has a color blender? I use that tool all of the time because sometimes I'm going to think, oh, I want to mix this one with this one, but it doesn't really get the color that I wanted overall. So you just kind of play around and you're like, oh, this one's a little bit more blue toned. I'm very particular about my purples, whether they're blue toned or pinkish toned. I have a very beautiful purple wall over there that's almost identical to my shirt. Actually, it's a little deeper. And the first color I did was a reddish toned purple. And I was like, nope, no sir. We are redoing this. So I got Bear Brocade. I love it so much. I love a more purple toned. I love a more blue toned purple. That's just how I roll. Alright, so I wanted to try a new orange because I really am feeling the rainbow soaps coming soon. I desire them. I know a lot of you love the rainbows as well. And this is a beautiful atomic orange. And let me compare it to the other orange. So the other two oranges I keep around are electric and, where are you? Orange marmalade. And I was gonna buy Mango Tango again, but then I decided to try the atomic orange. And so you can see how the atomic, let's go this way. The atomic is a little bit more yellow toned, a little brighter toned than the orange marmalade, with a little more redder, a little darker. And then I just like how electric orange sticks, but I do like to deepen it. So I'm feeling this electric orange is kind of a nice deep version of it. So I'm really excited about that. And then let's see, we've got Rum Punch. And this kind of reminds me of Merlot from Brambleberry. And I just was wanting to pick up a cranberry light color that I didn't have to blend myself. And that's looking very, very beautiful. Got Christmas soaps, you know. I have a couple left to show you. This one is Enchantment. And I'm very excited about this color. It's kind of a little bit more limey green. I tend to mix lime green a lot, but this one just got to me. I love to use green vibrants in my rainbow soaps, but it leans a little bit darker, a little bit bluer, a little bit more subdued, and so I like to bring in a brighter green into that mixture so that it will like boop. When I make my rainbow soaps, they're usually a mix of like 18 different colors. That's just how I roll. And then the last one I have here is Lustrous Brown. Now I have a couple other browns. I have Mocha Brown and I have Magic Mushroom. And I just want to see what this, oh, that's a beautiful brown. It has a little bit of, kind of gives a yellow tone compared to the mocha. So you can see, so there's Lustrous Brown. Here's Mocha Brown. So that's a darker, more rich brown, I would say, but they're both beautiful. Love them, love them. And then I will show you the Magic Mushroom. I don't love it as much. And this is, kind of has like a silver shimmer and a little bit of a reddish tone, but it actually comes out kind of pinkish in soap. And that is noted on their website. There's nothing wrong with the mica at all. It's just, I needed a more in-depth, and I don't always want to work with cocoa powder. And so, yeah. I did intend to buy a black, and I completely forgot. I just love these colors. Look at them, how they differ. I love micas. Okay, so let's talk about my must-haves. My favorite in the pink department is Queen of Hearts in My Red Obsession. Queen of Hearts is just a very beautiful pink. I just love to keep it around. It's my favorite just go-to pink that I grab. Though I must say that rose pink is really joining it. Let's compare the rose pink. If I can find it here. Got quite a nice stack going on. Alright, the rose pink, let's see what it looks like. It's giving more almost neon vibes. This is the Queen of Hearts, and then this is the rose pink. Isn't it just lovely? It is quite beautiful. And then my Red Obsession is what I use for reds in soaps. This is my favorite. It's just a deep red. Alternately, if one wants to use more of a pigment, polyester type colorant, I do have Trial by Fire, but I really just use the My Red Obsession. Next, we have the electric orange and orange marmalade. And again, we already looked at these, so we don't need to look at those. This is my older container of lemon vibrance. It just had the teeny tiniest bit left, and then lemon drop. I keep these as my go-to yellows, so I'll grab the new one so you can actually see more of it. I tend to mix these quite a bit, but you can see this one has a bit of an orangish tone to it, just a little bit, whereas the lemon drop is just more of a yellow, yellow, yellow. I do have Love and Sunshine that I also use. So here's Love and Sunshine. And I'll show you a comparison. It's very similar. It's a little bit deeper. I get a hint of a greenish tone. So this is the Love and Sunshine and this is the Lemon Drop. I love them both, but I keep Lemon Drop around more than Love and Sunshine. These are my go-to greens. We have Green Vibrance and Jade. And Green Vibrance will go a little bit like dull sagey during saponification, but it does come back. It is a just nice green color, but I do really like mixing in the jade or just using jade. It may be my replacement for Green Vibrance. We'll see. I'd have a hard time getting rid of Green Vibrance because I've used it forever. For the blues, I use Blue Vibrance and Midnight quite a bit. I do have Cashmere, but it's a little bit darker. So here's the Midnight. See, isn't that a real nice blue? You can also just use the ultramarine blue. It's very nice. And then this is the Blue Vibrance. Isn't it just a gorgeous color? I do find that it goes a bit light in cold processed soap, so I do like to add in the Midnight because it has some depth to it, but I don't just want to use Midnight a lot of times because it may be just a hint too dark. So I just really love the combo. And then we're back to purple, which we've already talked about, Fantasia and Purple Vibrance. These are my core colors. For white, I do prefer to use titanium dioxide and I mix it with water. And then for just a glitter, I do use Mystic Gold. It's so beautiful. It just does have the gold. It's just kind of, see? It's very lovely. I have quite a few more colors over here that I thought I would give an honorable mention. Alright, so I do keep Copper Penny around. This one probably is in my must-haves, actually. And it seems I should have ordered some. So I might have to make another order. In the white department, I do have Winter White and I have Sugar Rush. Now I find that they don't give me the payoff that I want for a white, but the Winter White or the Sugar Rush I like to use as like with the other micas to help lighten them up. And then I do use this Sugar Rush and Copper Penny and some of the other ones to paint on bath bombs. So some I just keep around for like bath bomb painting purposes. This is Amaranth, which reminds me I have Oleander over here. These are just some kind of like off pink ones that I keep around. Amaranth is just a more pastel pink. It has some shimmer in it. And then Oleander it's such a unique one. I need to mix it up so you could see it. It just is so goofy. All right, calm down. It has to calm down a little bit. Come on now. I want to breathe this stuff in. Micas are, with the titanium dioxide, are on Proposition 65's warning list in powder form. And that's why I typically wear a mask when I mix all of these. These are getting a little wilder today because I shook that one up. But you see Oleander, it's just like a baby pink. And it is just almost just like a peach really. It does not have a lot of payoff in soap. I really like keeping it around though because it just will give just a real light shimmer. We've already talked about Love and Sunshine. So let's skip on over to the green. This is actually a new one that I haven't used yet. Cabin Fever. I got it in with my last order. Isn't that beautiful? I thought it might come to play in the holiday colors this year. I have Celadon and Hello Spring. Now I do use Hello Spring quite a bit because it does kind of give that limey, like a limey note. But you know, when you start comparing all these together, let's compare it to Enchantment and see how it looks. So it is definitely a hint more earthy, where Enchantment is just a hint more neon. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's so amazing when you know, hold them next to each other and you could truly see their differences. I do have Celadon. I don't think I'll repurchase Celadon anytime soon. I think I can mix enough of that green color, but it is just kind of just an earthy green. As far as kind of a teal leaning, I like the sea green, and I do use it in my Sunny Beaches soap. So it's definitely in that ocean variety of colors. And let's just talk about that as well. I also have a Siren Song, and it goes into my Sunny Beaches soap as well. Lovely. It's so nice. I used to think that I could just mix all of my colors, and that's true for the most part. I can play around and mix a lot of these colors, but you know, there is some genius that goes into this color mixing, and sometimes it's just easiest to grab the color already blended up. I use these greens quite a bit during the holiday season and in my Trailhead soap, if you have that one and love it. So Savage Garden is kind of a bluish teal leaning dark green. It's just so gorgeous. I about spilt it. And then the Alpine Green is definitely more of a tree, but to me it's a little light. I would kind of like it to be more in depth, but it is very beautiful. I do tend to mix my greens, so I'll do like Savage and Alpine together a lot for more of that earthy tree type color. And then my greens, I have Cashmere and Sky Blue. Now, Sky Blue is probably not a color I really need. I can probably mix it, but the sparkles, I just like the sparkles. Sometimes they have like a base mica shimmer that you can't mix, and so I just love them. And then this is the Cashmere, which is kind of a dark. I'll compare it to the Midnight so you can see that. So let's find Midnight. Where'd you go, Midnight? Oh, you're back. Back where it was supposed to be. Put it away. So you can definitely see, like, you would think, wow, that's pretty nice dark blue. And then you can see how this one is a aupe. Brighter, but darker blue. So that's fun. I get to clean that up. All right, so there you have it. That's all my micas right now. I hope that you've enjoyed looking at the new ones, looking at my must-haves, comparing how they go. This is about to blow my mind. I am feeling more and more obsessed by the moment. I can't stop sniffing this. I accidentally touched this to my old schnoz, and I had to run outside for a minute to the house. And it is what I smell here compared to what I smelled outside was, oh my gosh, it is so good. It's like sweet and modern, but also like nostalgic and candy-like at the same time. Like every now and then I get like some Snow Angel, what is it, Snow Fairy? What's that Lush type dupe? I get those vibes, you know, just kind of like that bright candy, but then I just have like sweet, like smooth candy, and then sometimes it's just the berry, it's just the balsam. It's a winner. It's so good. Remember to check out the video description. You're going to find links to my Facebook and to my Instagram, my website. You'll find links for the Nurture Handmade products. It's all good. There's a lot of information down there. Please leave me a comment. Let me know, is there a favorite that you have here? Is there a color that you love that maybe I should try and add it to my collection? Because I would really love to hear. How about fragrances? What does Nurture have that you think maybe I should give a sniff? Because they have a lot of amazing fragrances. They have some pure scents. They just have a wonderful, wonderful collection of fragrances. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.